Hi everyone. Today we are going to be looking at the Infiltration mission. And you may be wondering why am I even making a video about the Infiltration mission when there are so many other videos available on this subject on YouTube that are done by many other people. And it's true, I've seen a bunch of those videos myself. However, what I found is that most of them are talking about a very similar kind of method, which is also a method that is suggested by the game itself. When you take a single either medium or mostly light mech and go by yourself solo without any lance mates while trying to avoid of being detected and completing all the objectives yourself, trying not to expose yourself to an enemy. And I have to say it's a great tactic, it works. It's the most common way of accomplishing those missions, works most of the time, if not all the time, and it's once again very popular and very conservative way of accomplishing those missions. However, what I found is that while this method is great and something hard to argue with, it's not necessarily the only possible method of accomplishing those missions. And this is what I am going to show you here. And for that matter, I am going to replay exactly the same infiltration missions twice, just for the clarity of the experiment. Typically, I don't replay missions in this game. However, for the clarity of the experiment, I am going to do it this time just to show you the two radically different methods and approaches to those kinds of missions. It's gonna be two videos. In this first video, I will show you my take on the most common and traditional way of doing those missions, which is using a single light mech. For that matter, I am staying in exactly the same system as in the few of my previous videos, and because it's got the infiltration contract, which is the only contract that is left in this system since we've used up everything else in our previous missions. And for that matter, I brought in here a single light mech, which is a fire starter in this case. Actually, by watching other people's videos, I find that a lot of people like using the locust for these kinds of missions, for the infiltration missions. And it's certainly a great mech for that type of mission. It's very fast, it can run up to 129 kilometers per hour, and it's one of the fastest, the most agile mechs, and one of the lightest mechs in this game as well. However, one of my personal favorite light mech chassis of all times in this game is the fire starter chassis. It comes in many different variants. Some of those have machine guns, but this particular one has all the energy-based weapons. It's entirely energy-based variant. Excuse me. And as far as the infiltration missions are concerned, it doesn't really matter which variant you take to those missions, since we will try to avoid any kind of fighting with enemy mechs anyways. And one of the reasons why I particularly like the fire starters is because it's got jump jets. When it comes down to light mechs, I find jump jets to be somewhat essential, especially in a fire starter, because you see this isn't necessarily the fastest light mech there is. Like I said, the Locust can run faster at 129 kilometers per hour. This runs only at 97 kilometers per hour. However, the jump jets totally make up for it. They greatly contribute to the speed and agility of this mech. And I think it's very important. Typically, I don't mind not having jump jets when it comes to medium, heavy, or assault mechs. There I would probably prefer, in most of the types of situations, I normally prefer having more firepower instead of jump jets. But once again, when it comes down to the light mech, the jump jets can be somewhat essential, because the main weapon of these kinds of mechs is their speed and agility. Anyways, let's go ahead and take this contract. So here is the infiltration contract, and right away you see when you read this line, this is what the game suggests you. Use light mechs to avoid detection. Okay, so this kind of tactics is already built in to this game's suggestion. And also, typically, these kinds of missions are happening when there is an extreme weather conditions, just so that enemies have a much harder time of detecting you. It's there for a reason. So let's go ahead and max everything out, whatever we can. Let's confirm.
News, extreme weather conditions means you'll be dealing with limited visibility and compromised sensors on
let's
this mission.
take this light mech, which is the fire starter, and let's go ahead and see what's gonna be my take on this traditional method of accomplishing these kinds of missions.
We're being paid to infiltrate and extract something of value from neighboring Op4 territory. Our employer was cagey with the details about this one, but has promised to give us clear objectives once we make contact with the best route.
Yeah, that's a good route. Let's go this way.
Stay away from enemy units to remain undetected. Light mechs are much harder to detect. Command your lance to hold fire, as any attack will immediately raise an alarm. Command has also identified a number of targets of opportunity in enemy territory. They're offering generous performance bonuses for each one we can get done in addition to our primary objective.
So we need to get to the waypoint first, as usual in these missions, to receive further details on the objectives which we will need to complete in this area. Thermograph greatly helps when there are visibility issues. Oops, did I step on something?
On your map, I've marked the location of some valuable supplies.
Let's not destroy anything in here, because this is a friendly territory.
Our client would like us to scout the Op4's battle mech forces while we're in the field. Attempt to sensor lock each mech you come across without alerting them to your position.
Okay, so let's see what would be the closest objective. See this way. Yeah, let's go visit this location first, and then we'll see what's going on in the other two. Actually, once again, the thermograph greatly helps when it's a poor visibility like this. This is the feature which should have been included in the original MechWarrior 5 game. I don't know why they missed it in here. It was available in the MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries. They called it a thermograph there, And this is kind of the technology which we even have today in the 21st century. It's referred to as FLIR, which is the infrared camera vision. It's absolutely essential tool. It comes in with this heads-up display mode. So yeah, I need to lock on every single enemy mech in this area to provide this reconnaissance data to our employer. This is, by the way,
new target,
the bonus.
Target acquired.
Okay, so let's see what's going on in here. It looks like one of our objectives must be in this area. Yeah. Okay, but we've got too many things on our way. So we've got, let's see, we've got a bunch of mechs, 3 mechs here, and a tank, and looks like there is another tank in there. So it's quite busy in this area, and a bunch of turrets. We don't wanna get noticed by these guys. And it's funny how this tank is staring at us, yet it doesn't shoot. So he clearly noticed me, but he isn't sure whether to shoot at me or not. Which is kinda silly. Okay, so we are going to try to approach that object from the other location, because there is no way we can get through all of those enemy mechs and tanks undetected. So let's see if we can find a loophole somewhere around here. Let's approach it carefully. Oh man, this there is a two and another tank. Let's walk through them.
It looks like that mech had some
Okay, so
on
this
it.
is what we
Go
can
over
do
and pick it up.
sometimes.
Let's see if
Just,
there's
you
anything we can
know,
use.
walking through turrets and tanks before we get detected. You don't wanna shoot at them, because you will get detected this way, and you will raise the alarm. However, you can walk through them.
Brilliant. Payload acquired.
Which is kinda silly, but it works. It works, okay. So let's see what's going on here. So that object, it looks like it's underneath the structure. However, the problem is that we have a bunch of mechs on our way. So we've got, yeah, we are already getting a warning, and some infantry guy is shooting at us. What do we do? What do we do? How do we approach this undetected? We've got,
If you find the acquisition,
yeah,
just
so
walk
we've
up
got
to it in order to
tank,
pick it up.
blackjack,
New target,
griffin.
blackjack.
Let's see, how do we get there? It's kind of close. Yeah, oh no, we are about to get detected. That's really bad. It's really bad. Let's not do that. Yeah, I don't know if we will be even able to get to this thing. And there is another tank in here. Yeah, so we've got 2 tanks and 2 mechs, which are right nearby this target. No, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Yeah, we are about to get detected.
Target acquired.
Well, I don't know what to do. I don't think it's worth it. We might gonna have to pass on this one, because I mean, how can you get there while undetected? Even in the light mech, it's not gonna work. They are just way too close to that object. Way too close. So let's see what's going on in other locations. Yeah, I'm about to get detected again. Those turrets are looking at me.
New target Centurion.
Did I look on
Target acquired.
every mech? How many? Ah, okay. Looks like I've reckoned 11 mechs out of 12. So we've got one more left, which is a good sign. Because, oops, somebody else is about to detect me. This is it? No. Okay. Then there is this. Oh man.
Eliminate them quickly.
Okay, let's eliminate everything around here before they raise the alarm. Yeah, somehow I haven't spotted all those.
That's close enough. Ready to start
Okay,
pickup
let's
operation.
destroy all of these turrets because
That
I've been
takes care of
spotted.
them.
Alright, this is it. Yeah, this is it. Luckily, I destroyed them in a timely manner. And luckily we didn't have any mechs in here.
The more ballistics, the merrier.
Yeah, there is one more left, but it's not really our target at this point. Let's get out here. Okay, we need to go this way. Let's see if we can bypass this turret undetected. I could have just walked over it, but it's not worth it. So this object is in here somewhere. Let's see what's going on in this area. Let's approach it carefully. Okay, so I already see one tank, another ground vehicle there, and then anything else. Aha!
We've completed our scans
Yeah,
on the
that's
target's
our last
local
mech.
bottleneck forces. The client will be pleased.
Let's see what's going on in there. Okay, looks like that object is once again on the other side of this structure. So I guess what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna walk over this tank in here. Is this a tank or... yeah, looks like there is some ground vehicle and then couple of ground vehicles there. I don't wanna awake this mech. Let's see if I can walk over this tank.
Walk on up to the treasure to pick it up.
Okay, so far so good. You know, not a problem so far. Okay, so I made it to the other side. Let's see. Yeah, looks like it's underneath that structure once again. So here we've got this ground vehicle. Let's actually get rid of this too, so that they don't present us any possible threat. And then let's see, where was this mech? Okay, fine. Let's also get rid of this one because it's kind of annoying in here. So we've got this, yeah, this vehicle on our way, and then there was a mech. That's the mech, but it's kind of far. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. It's kind of far, so let's walk through this ground vehicle and let's see what else, what kind of other challenges we might face in here. Anything else? No, not so far. What's about this mech? Okay, there is another missile launcher. Let's quickly complete this objective and move on.
We've got it. That's too dangerous to leave
Okay,
unattended.
all right.
Better bring it aboard the ship.
So we've completed one of the objectives, and actually we can go home. However, if we wanna get the maximum payout, we have to complete all 3 objectives, or at least 2 of them. Let's see what's going on with this one right there in that distant corner. That's another turret just popped out. Anything else in here? There is another one. Let's see if we can just walk.
Nearly there, Commander. Approach the hidden object to pick it up.
This is it? Yeah, looks like this is it. Okay, well, so there is our
Package
second
secured.
objective.
That's not something
Well,
that should just be laying around.
It looks like this is gonna be it for this mission, because I don't know how I can pick up that thing over there when it's got so many mechs surrounding it. I just don't have enough firepower to deal with all of them. I mean, it's okay to get detected as long as you can destroy all the targets under 1 minute, like I did with all of those turrets in there. It's not really a problem. And I think you can do it 3 times in this game. You cannot get detected more than 3 times, because if you get detected 4th times, the 4th time they will raise the alarm immediately. It's not going to be, you know, like after 1 minute. It's gonna be done instantaneously. So we haven't raised any alarm so far, but I feel kinda bad going back to the ship without completing that one objective, which was like the first thing in there. We kinda ran away from there. Let's see. It doesn't look like it's too far away from the ship. Let's see if I can still complete this objective, though. I will definitely get detected, but let's see if I can run away before they raise the alarm. Sometimes you can do that. Sometimes you can do that. Once they detect you, you have 1 minute to get out there before they raise the alarm. So let's try this tactic. Stay away from this turret again. It's always better to avoid any kind of detection. So let's see, where was this object. Let's climb up this hill. Carefully, can we see it from here? And it's kind of funny, you see, everyone here is staring at me. Everyone is seeing me, staring at me, but no one is shooting at me. Which is something that I don't understand about this game. It's not like they are sleeping in their cockpits. No, they are staring at me. Okay, so it's right over there. Right over there. So here is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna quickly run in there. Finish this objective there, transfer the data or whatever needs to be done, and then I will try to run away to my extraction point, which is a little over a kilometer, 1 kilometer away. So let's see if we can do something like this. Let's go approach this object from a different direction. So yeah, this time around I'm just gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go over here and pick it up real quick. Obviously they are gonna detect me, but
Data transfer complete. That would be lethal in the wrong hands.
yeah,
Good thing it's ours
so they've
now.
detected me. They are now shooting at me, but let's see if I can get out here before they raise the alarm. So there is a countdown in the top of the screen. You can see how many seconds I have left before they raise the alarm, and I am right nearby.
Rifleman.
Okay, so it worked. It worked. Yes. All right, I made it. I made it. I made it. This is one of the tactics which you can use sometimes at the end of these missions. If your last object is nearby the extraction point, you can get away with something like that. So let's see what we've got as a salvage. Well, obviously not a lot of stuff, because we didn't destroy much. I mean, most of this stuff comes from those vehicles and turrets. Okay, yeah, and let's take a look at the summary, the payout. As you can see, we've completed every single objective, and no alarm was raised. We've managed to get out there before they've raised the alarm. So yeah, it's like pretty much 100% of completion right there. So yeah, as you can see, you know, it's definitely not a bad tactic. It can totally work. Let's see what kind of damage. Not a lot of damage, just an armor damage, which is a pretty quick repair. No components or internal structure damage whatsoever. Okay, so hopefully you've learned something today. I don't know, but once again, this is the most common, the most popular way of doing these missions. Absolutely, you know, great approach, the most, like I said, the conservative way of finishing those missions. It totally works. There is no problem with that. The only problem is perhaps is that it's just a way too risky. It's kinda risky. Like sometimes you can get lucky, like at the end of this mission, grabbing that last objective and then getting out there before they raise the alarm, but sometimes, you know, you can get destroyed if you're in the light mech. You just don't have much firepower to deal with those, you know, a bunch of heavy and assault mechs. Okay, so here is the thing. Like I said, this is the most common way of doing these missions. It's the most popular method out there. However, what I'm going to do in the next video, I will replay exactly the same mission. Typically, I do not replay missions in this game, but once again, for the clarity of the experiment, I am going to replay exactly the same mission second time, while using completely different tactic, a radically opposite way of finishing this kind of missions. This is something that I would like to demonstrate in the next mission, just to show you that the method, this most popular method which I used in this video, isn't necessarily the only possible way of accomplishing these kinds of missions. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for the next video. Thank you, and have a nice day.